You're listening to Stage for Kids podcast, the channel for creative expression, character building, and self-development for young children, guardians, and teachers. Join Teacher Emil and friends as we aim for the stars, raising heroes of tomorrow. Now here's your host, Teacher Emil.
Hey guys, welcome to Stage for Kids podcast. I'm your host, Teacher Emil. Now in today's episode, we are going to look at a very important word. And that word is imagination. Yup. We've heard of it. We've talked about it a little bit, but not explored further. We've read about it, we've seen it somewhere, anywhere, in school and in brochures. And most of us don't actually understand or don't explore further what imagination is and what it does, and how it actually contributes and affects a child's success and a child's future. Now, we emphasize a lot, and we must, on a child's academic success. We want to be sure that the child is passing with flying colors and achieving the different goalposts of the different modules, the academics of the schools. And that's right, we should and they must excel in all that they do in order for them to have a successful future. But we must also work on a child's personality, the character development, the creativity, the imagination. Now, imagination is absolutely important, especially now, because it has so many benefits and it relates so much to the needs and the demands of the modern world. Now, we can do a few things to inculcate the habit with our children, but I'm going to just go first into the importance of imagination, just so we can kind of understand or try to know how effective and important it is. Now, imagination leads to success. Yes, it does. There's been numerous studies where children are put through exercises and challenges and shown that imagination helped them. Now, let's look at figures, famous figures in the past, where to use as our examples of the importance of imagination. Let's go all the way back in the year 1903 on December 17, the Wright brothers, they flew. And imagination got them thinking, I want to fly like the birds. And they worked and they strived and they flew. Imagination. Now let's then hop over or go further back. Right, so let's go to Thomas Edison. 1879, he and a few others, but he's more famous of them all, or more well known, created the light bulb because he imagined capturing light and allowing us to use light anywhere we wanted. Imagination got him there. Now let's come closer to our times, our century. Now, let's talk about someone famous now in technology, Steve Jobs. He created the first Apple computer in a garage because he imagined being able to create and to communicate using a laptop that's accessible at home, not some major building with massive technology machines, but machines you can use in your house, the common people's house. And with imagination, he worked in Apple. Is now one of the most successful companies in the world. Imagination leads to success. And the next, imagination is the foundation of creativity. Use a simple example. Before we create a piece of art, we have the picture and the idea in our head, and that itself is imagination. So we imagine the picture, we imagine the scenery, the characters, the backdrop. And even if we are doing live drawing, we capture what we see, we put it in our head and we imagine it, and then we apply it on the canvas. And when we create stories, we write books, the words, the scenes, the challenges in the story come from our creativity, coming from imagination. I'll give you one more importance. Innovation. Imagination helps innovation. It helps us create. Before that, helps us identify our challenge and our needs, and then create and problem solve. So innovation is a product of many elements, and one of those is imagination. So I even dare say that in this modern times, it's 2022 this year, that we parents and educators need to raise up our emphasis on developing children's character, values, cognitive skills, social skills. And these include imagination, the habit of imagination, and emphasize it as nearly as important as a child's academic success. Because we see now so many people living successful lives, companies and projects and goals, not just bringing with them the academic success, but a lot of other different skills. And that, ladies and gentlemen, include imagination. Now you may ask me, Teacher Ramil, I don't know what to do. How can I inculcate this habit? Right, what can I do? And how do we develop this? And recommend me something. Right, okay, so I'm going to give you, just two recommendations. One is more personal based, that use some, the other one is more external, which is the classes. Right, now, I suggest to inculcate this habit and to instill the culture in the family is to schedule maybe once a week or bi-weekly or monthly family imagination exercise, where perhaps you can spend an hour one weekend or once every 2 weekends, where you and the whole family work, immerse yourselves in exercises and activities, maybe excursions to the park, so you can imagine pictures and scenes and do some artwork, a lot of different things. So make it into a regular habit, an exercise, an activity in the family. So it'll be a group activity. You guys will instill organically in the child the power, the importance, the culture, the habit of imagination. And do that. Now, if you don't know what to do to work on their imaginative skills, right? And if you have the financial means, you may want to consider signing your child up for programs, enrichment programs that work on the imaginative skills and creative skills such as art, such as speech and drama and drama theater. I am the CEO for Stage Focus Global, and we have major emphasis on the work of imagination, the skill of it, the ability to imagine in our programs, in our curriculum, and there are other programs. Even art, even dance, where you have creative expression, they may have some imagination. Now, when you are out there inquiring about programs, ask them about the specific skills that they have integrated or they have built upon in their program, their curriculum, and then put forth and let the trainer or the administrator know, this is what I'm looking out for. I want to inculcate these specific habits or skills in my child. Do that, right? So send them up for enrichment programs that work on imagination. Right, so I have an activity sheet that I've created that you may purchase if you want. The link is right in the description box. Just click on it, it'll go to a page where you can get it. It's only a couple of cents. It's a template for you to use if you want to do a family schedule imagination exercise, right? Now, so let's all try to integrate imagination into our child's lives, make it into a habit. And a habit means that you will need to input and repeat and focus and highlight and work on this for it to be a habit. And there you have it. You have imagination and importance. Now, you guys don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and our podcast, and like our Facebook page, Inspiration for Kids, or of course, Stage for Kids. And then I will see you. And before we go, these are important values as usual. Let's be brave, let's be kind, and let's share our voice. This has been Stage for Kids podcast, and I am Teacher Emil.
Thanks for listening to the Stage for Kids podcast. Be sure to visit stageforkids.com to explore our global network and be a part of our exciting journey. Till next time, be brave, be kind, and let's continue to share our voice here on Stage for Kids.